Hello and welcome to We Poets. My name is Sally Baker and I'm the host of We Poets. We Poets is a poetry show for boys and girls between the ages of 6 and 13. So if you would like to be on We Poets, please have your parents or your school teacher call me. I'm always looking for new youngsters to come and be on the program. Today we have a very special program. We have two poets, and one of our poets plays the violin, and we have a very special guest who's a pilot. I've been doing We Poets for 39 years, and I've never interviewed a pilot, so I know this is going to be a wonderful show. So here we go with our first poet. Hello, young man.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you doing?
Great, thank you. Would you look there at camera 3 and tell us your name and how old you are and where you go to school when school starts in the fall?
So, my name is Silas Fuller, and I'm 10 years old, and I go to Ruth Acti, and I'm going into fifth grade this summer.
Great. What do you think you're going to like especially about 5th grade?
I heard that we're going to be learning about world history, and I'm very into history, kind of. So I'm very excited about that.
Great. You like to study history?
Yeah.
Yes, and especially we should be studying about our history, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
And Juneteenth is coming up soon, right?
Yeah, but very excited about that. It's going to be great.
Are you going to go to some of the celebrations?
I think I am, yeah.
Good, I hope so. So now tell me some more about you. When you graduate from high school and college, what career do you think you'll pursue?
So I want to be a professional basketball player, and after I'm done with that career, I also want to be a pilot.
You want to be a pilot, and
Yeah.
who in your family is a pilot?
My grandfather.
Good, good. I'm going to interview him next, and I'm sure you've learned a lot of things from him, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes. What's the most important thing you've learned from your grandfather?
Let me think. Like to focus. I feel like that's a pretty good lesson.
You better believe it. We all have to focus, right? Now I know you have some musical talent, right?
Yes.
What musical talent do you have, please?
Well, today I'm just gonna play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star today. Nothing special, but I'm going to be playing it twice. One with the bow and one with my fingers.
Good. How long have you been playing the violin?
I started in I started a couple years ago in a summer camp, so I'll say about maybe 4 years.
Good, good. And how often do you take your lessons? During the week?
I don't really take lessons anymore, but I play it at school.
Good. So is it like a little band that you play in at school?
Not really. No.
Not really. I used to play the clarinet when I was in high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to play the clarinet?
No.
Well, I didn't like. My grandmother wanted me to play it, so that's why I played it. But I really didn't have an interest in it. So now, do you want to read your poem first, or do you want to play it first?
I'm going to read my poem, actually.
Okay. Look right there at camera 3, please.
All right. So my first poem is about basketball. I love playing basketball. I like to feel the ball in my hand and the beat of the bounce of the ball. The sound of the swish gives a feeling of empowerment and strength, as though I can make every shot I take. Excitement of playing in front of a crowd gives a feeling of empowerment. So the excitement of playing in front of a crowd encouraged me to play my best, and at the beginning of the game, a feeling of courage and empowerment comes over my body, and my team and I put our talents and synergies together for the win. I love playing basketball.
Great, that was a wonderful poem.
Yeah.
Have you won any awards for that poem?
Oh, no.
Well, I bet you will.
Yeah.
What else do you like to write about sports, except sports?
Food, yeah.
Food.
Yes, so I made a poem about food, and it's called My Food Preference Domination.
Okay.
It goes like, when it comes to lunch or dinner, my mom knows what's the winner. Sushi, burgers, or burritos for me. I just love them, can't you see? Sushi rolls are a 50 treat with combos of crab, eel, and shrimp as the meat. Halal beef patties stacked with havarti on a brioche bun. Now that's a party. Bean cheese, rice, beans, cheese, and sour cream wrapped in a warm tortilla is the dream. My favorite foods can have many variations, but I like to keep it simple with my food preference domination.
Great, great. And you like to eat food?
Yeah.
I like to eat food too.
Yeah.
You help Mom cook?
Sometimes, yeah.
What do you help her cook?
So sometimes it's pasta or pizza sometimes.
Oh,
yeah.
What kind of pizza do you like?
I just like cheese. Just cheese pizza. I'm a very plain person. Like I like vanilla ice cream. I like cheese pizza and plain burgers.
You don't like anything on your burger?
No,
Just plain?
just meat and cheese. That's it.
Meat and cheese. Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Now, why don't we have you play, please?
Sure.
And what's the name of your song you're going to play?
It's very old. I heard it when I was little. It's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
And you're going to play it twice, right?
Yes. One with my bow and one without my bow.
Okay, be our guest.
All right.
Very nice.
That is with the bow, and now I'm going to say, not right now, boy.
Okay.
Here we go with the bow.
Great.
Thank
Do you
you.
get calluses on your fingers when you play?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've often wondered about it, if people got calluses on their fingers.
No, not really.
So, are there any other places that you played, like at church or boys and girls clubs or anything like that?
No, I haven't played like really on a stage, but like when I was in a summer camp for playing my violin, I did play on a stage.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and this is my first time being on TV, so.
Oh, well, you did a wonderful job. You're such a handsome young man.
Thank
And I
you.
see you're wearing braces.
Yeah. I got them like 2 years ago,
Oh.
and I'm about to get them off.
I wore braces too when it wasn't very popular for adults to wear braces, but I did. And the first thing I ate when I took the braces off was coleslaw and a caramel apple.
Ooh.
I just love those things. And when I had the braces, I couldn't wear those, eat those two things.
Yeah.
So when I took them off, I just chomped down. What do you think you're going to eat when you take yours off?
Probably, I mean, when I first take them off, I probably will not be able to eat anything for the next like an hour or two.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Because it's
Yes.
too much.
Yes.
But after about a couple days, I can eat like more harder foods.
Yes.
Than I was able it may have been harder for me to eat like a steak with my braces,
Right.
but without, I could probably eat it more easier.
Yes.
Yeah, like those foods. So I'm really excited to take these off and to have them off for the next couple years.
Oh, yes. Now you're going to have nice straight teeth.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming and being on We Poets. You did an excellent job.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you. And all those millions of people are going to see you, and they're going to be so proud of you like I'm proud of you. So thank you so very much. And now we're going to interview another young lady. So we're going to tell our audience to stay tuned. And let's just wave goodbye, and then we're going to come back.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Don't turn off those TVs. We'll be back in just a moment.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to We Poets. I'm Sally Baker, the host, and now I have a sweet young lady here that I would like to introduce to you, and then she's going to tell us all about herself, and her name is Alora Ray Buggs, and she's going to tell us how old she is. Hello, young lady.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Could you look there at camera 3, and you tell us your name and tell us how old you are, please.
My name is Alora. I'm 7 years old, and I'm in first grade.
Good. What do you like about being in first grade?
I liked about being first grade is I love my teacher, and I love learning about science, and I love to read about nature, and I love to read about stuff and some koalas.
Good. What's your teacher's name?
Miss Shauna.
Good, good. And what's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject is science
In science. Why do you think we should learn about science?
because that's important. You need to learn about stuff that you know and don't know.
That's right, that's right. And you like to write poetry?
Not really.
No. Did you write me a poem today?
Yes.
Okay, you look right there at camera 3 and let me hear it nice and loud and tell me the name of it first, please.
My title is Koalas, and oh how I love koalas. Oh how I love koalas. I draw them every chance I get. I've never seen one in person, but the pictures in books make them look so cute. I'm going to go to Australia to see the koalas in the tall eucalyptus trees.
Good, good. And have you been to the zoo to see any koalas in the zoo?
No, but I only seen other animals but koalas. I didn't never seen them. They're in Australia.
I heard that you brought a koala bear that you're going to show us, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about this bear.
This is a koala, but they're mostly not a bear, but they're a koala, mostly like a bear, but they're not like a bear because of their ears.
Good. And what color are they usually?
They're gray and white.
Gray and white. Have you ever seen one in the zoo?
No.
No, not in the zoo, but in Australia where they have them, right? And what's your koala's name?
Usually I like to call it Rose because that's a pretty name.
Yes, Rose is a pretty name. Uh-huh. Would you have a second name that you'd like to name her?
Sure. Well, I've been like to call her Rainbow Baby because one of the baby koalas are called Joey's.
Oh, that's a nice name, Rainbow Baby. Oh, well, she is so cute. And how much do you think a koala weighs?
I think 60 pounds.
Ooh, they're big, huh?
Yes.
Yes. Well, she's really cute. Thank you for bringing her.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let's, should we show the koala to camera 3?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. There she is. Look at that. That's her first time on TV, too. Well, the both of you look so pretty. You're so pretty in your dress. I like your dress.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very good. Well, thank you for bringing her.
You're welcome.
Well, now, tell me about some trips you might have taken with your family.
I have been to the water park before. to the water park with my whole family.
Good.
And I had a birthday party with my whole family. And we went to Disneyland when I was turning 1.
Ooh, have you been to Disneyland since?
Yeah, but I haven't gone anymore because it's too much.
It's too much?
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing that you saw there at Disneyland?
My favorite thing about it is that Minnie Mouse, when I was like little, we took pictures together and it made me laugh.
Oh, I've never been to Disneyland. It's a big place, isn't it?
Yes.
They have all kinds of rides?
Yes.
Did you go on any rides?
No, because I was too little for one.
I see.
Oh, I went to the little one because it was so fun.
Oh, that was fun, huh?
Yes.
And the whole family, did they get on one ride like the merry-go-round or?
Yeah, because I couldn't go by myself.
Oh, no, you can't go by yourself. No, I like the merry-go-round. I haven't been on the merry-go-round in many years, though.
I can go by myself at Six Flags.
Oh, at Six Flags. What else do you do at Six Flags?
We get smoothies and then we take a break to eat and then we go on mini rides.
Oh, that's good. What do you like to eat when you go to the amusement parks?
I like to eat pizza, but sometimes I don't eat it that much.
What's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza is cheese.
It's cheese. Oh, okay. And what do you like to drink? Soft drinks.
Orange.
Orange juice, that's right. Do you drink lots of water?
Yes.
You eat vegetables?
I only eat one vegetable.
What vegetable do you eat?
I eat broccoli because it's the best, because I ate it before because I didn't like it.
Oh.
So I tried it and then I liked it.
Yes, broccoli's good. You think so?
Yes.
You'd like to come back and be on TV again?
Yes.
Well, I'd love to have you. You did a wonderful job. And you're such a pretty young lady. And all the people are going to be so proud of you when they see you all around the world. So thank you so much for coming. Let's wave goodbye to our audience. Goodbye, everybody. But stay tuned. I'm going to be interviewing a wonderful pilot. You won't want to miss this interview. We'll be back in just a moment. Hello and welcome to We Poets. My name is Sally Baker and I'm the host of We Poets. We Poets is a poetry show for boys and girls between the ages of 6 and 13. And we also train interns between the ages of 13 and 19, learn how to produce our shows. You just got through watching me interview 2 young people. They did an outstanding job. And now I'm going to be interviewing a very, very special guest. And his name is Captain Donald Alaman. He is a pilot. And this is the first pilot that I have ever interviewed in the 39 years that I produced We Poets. So I know we're going to have a wonderful show. Hello, Captain.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine. It's a
I'm
pleasure to
so
be
glad you could come
Yes.
and tell us all about your career.
Yes.
How long have you been a pilot?
I've been a pilot for about 38 years.
38 years? Where did you start out being a pilot?
I learned to fly in just over the hill from here in Concord, California.
Yes.
And it's a place called Navajo Aviation. After I finished, I went to California, University of California, Berkeley on a football scholarship and did a little coaching in that. But I always dreamed about being a pilot. I dreamed about flying airplanes and sailing boats and playing sports. So after the sports part was done, I finally got into a chance to go and learn to fly. So I went out there and took an introductory flight lesson And it was as much fun as I thought it would be, and so I kept at it.
Isn't this wonderful? And you know, we're in a minority. Can you tell us about how difficult it was for you to break into the airfield,
Right.
being a pilot?
Well, the main thing is that, you know, not having had anyone that I grew up with knowing was a pilot,
Yes.
I didn't know the steps that it would take. I always thought, well, you go into the military, and that is a route to go. But that's not the only way, and that's not the way I went. It actually worked out better for me going the civilian route than the military route.
Oh.
Because when you go the military route, you have to, you know, wear the uniform and salute, and they tell you where to go and what to do for a number of years to pay for the experience. But if you learn on your own, you can decide where you want to fly, what you want to fly, and you know, what type of aviation career you want to have. You could be a crop duster. You could be an airline, for being an airline pilot, be a private pilot like I am, flying a corporate aircraft instead of the big, you know, buses that they fly out of, you know, United and Southwest and like that.
What's the name of your aircraft?
I fly, the company is NetJets.
Oh.
And NetJets is a fractional airline, so the people that we fly own a fraction or part of the airline.
Oh.
So we're flying the owners around. And there are 5,200 airports in the country. You can buy a ticket to maybe 500 of them.
Oh.
So we fly people to all those other, you know, hundreds of airports that are out there, and we try to go from the airport that's closest to where they are leaving from to the airport that's closest to where they want to go.
Oh.
So here in the Bay Area, you know, you can buy a ticket to San Francisco or into or out of San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose. But there's airports all around. There's, you know, 3 airports in San Jose. You know, there's the airport right between Oakland and San Jose at Hayward. Livermore has an airport, Concord has an airport, Napa has an airport. So you can save a lot of time, you know, driving all the way to San Francisco to get an airplane to go to where you want to go. If you can leave from the airport that's closest to you and go to the airport that's closest to where you want to be.
Wow. What airports do you like to fly out of?
I prefer to fly out of the smaller airports. There's less congestion, and there's, you know, when you go to a bigger airport, you have to deal with all the waiting in line.
Oh,
it takes
yes.
a long time to get fueled, and then when you taxi out, you're behind big airplanes. And but when you go to a smaller airport, it's easier.
You prefer to fly during the daytime or night?
Yeah, pretty much during the daytime. You know, at night you can't see anything; everything's black.
Yes, that's true.
Except for the lights, but there's more to see. The view is a lot better during the daytime.
Of course, and more people probably flying during the daytime than at night.
Yes, yes.
Do you do those what is it called, red eye flies, red eye flights?
Right. Every now and again you get one of those. You get a call and they say, "Okay, you need to show up." I did one to show up at just after midnight.
Oh.
And then we showed up, got the airplane ready, and we were in Oakland. We flew down to, I think, Monterey, and picked up the people, and then we flew all night long with a fuel stop in, I think, in Tennessee to take the person to New York.
Now, have you flown abroad?
Yes, the plane I
some of the
fly.
countries?
Yeah, the plane I fly is. It has a limited range. I can go when I go from here to New York. I stop halfway and get fuel. It only goes about 1,600 miles, and from here to New York is about 2,400 miles. So, but we go to Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean.
Oh.
And that's pretty much my range. You know? So when I go back to work, I'm going to be moving into a bigger airplane. That plane goes to Hawaii, and it goes nonstop, coast to coast. But the fun part of flying is the takeoff and the landing. So I kind of like the plane I've been in. It goes shorter range. You get to take off and land more.
Oh, I'm afraid to fly, so I haven't flown for years. I used to just travel by bus. I'm from Iowa, so I'd take a Greyhound bus, take 2 days, and then I'd be so tired when I got there. So finally I said, well, I'm going to try to fly.
Well, you know, you should. I've had people when I first started off, I was a flight instructor.
Oh, really?
And I had people who hated to fly.
Yes.
And they said, or they had a fear of flying.
A fear of flying,
and
yes.
so to get over it, they came and they took a flight lesson. And a lot of them found out that they weren't afraid of flying. They're afraid of not being in control and not knowing what's going on.
Yes.
But when they learned to fly themselves, they understood what was happening, and they were then able to go ahead and enjoy the flight, knowing what's going on.
Do you teach other people how to fly?
I started off as most of us, we start off as a flight instructor.
Oh.
You get your basic training, and then while everything's fresh, you start off building time by teaching people to fly, which is great because the number one emphasis that you're doing as a flight instructor is safety first, safety first, everything's safe. So after you've been teaching that for a few years, and then you move on in your career, you've so ingrained the safety aspect that you just won't deviate from it. That makes the best pilots. I think flight instructors is where the best pilots come from.
Have you ever had to parachute out of a plane?
I never have.
Oh, good.
And but that's the commitment that a private pilot or civilian ready trained pilot has over the military guys.
Oh.
If I mess it up, I've got to fix it before I land.
It's on you.
I can't leave.
You can't leave, yeah.
So,
Wow, wow. And how about the mechanics part? Are you trained in how to fix some of the parts?
We're not trained in how, we don't really, some pilots and mechanics become pilots, but for the most part, they teach you how to operate the equipment and how to do all the checks and make sure it's operating properly. And then you report to a trained professional in the maintenance when something isn't working. And so my job is they give me an airplane, I go out there, I pre-flight it. If everything checks out good, I take it and I fly it.
Wow.
If it's not, I write it up and say this isn't working, and the mechanic comes and they make it perfect.
What important information would you like to get out to African American men and women about becoming a pilot? Would you look right there and tell us?
Well, it's doable. It's not as hard as you might think, just because you don't know someone who has done it. And I think they did a study back in the 80s where they said if you knock on every fourth door you knock on, there's someone there who wants to be a pilot or wants to charter a plane or do something with aviation. So there's a huge interest out there. But just go for it. Just go out to the airport and you can take an introductory flight lesson and let someone tell you how to do it. It's not difficult, but there's a lot of, you got to juggle many things. But it's a lot of fun and it's very rewarding. And it's a time machine. So if you have a pilot license, your weekend is a weekend again. You don't have to spend all your time getting someplace. You can spend all your time being in that place.
Good. Well, again, give us the name of the company and your email where people can contact you.
I work for NetJets. It's a fractional airline. And my email is don.alaman, don.alaman @gmail.com.
Good. Well, I know you're going to get lots of calls because we're seeing all around the world. And I know you're going to be an inspiration to a lot of our boys and girls, and that's what we need today,
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. So before we end, I have something I would like to hand you.
Okay.
This is something that I found, and when I heard that I was going to be interviewing you, I wanted to give this to you. And I'm going to hold it up here to the camera, and then I'm going to hand it to you, and I want you to read what it says. And I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
You read it loud, please, what it says.
It says, pilots are just plain people with a special air about them. That's awesome.
And I'm so proud of you, and I know your family's so proud of you, too. And I know the world is proud of you, too, for what you're doing. Keep up doing what you're doing.
I will. Well, like I say, keep the blue side up.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sign off now. But before we say goodbye, we'd like to say if you would like to be on We Poets and be a guest like Captain has been here today and the two children have been, please call me at the area code 510-848-6905. Let's wave goodbye. Goodbye, everybody,
Bye-bye.
and thanks for watching.
This is a pleasure.